Now Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
This is Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Kaepernick. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
49er first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Kaepernick again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And nothing but daylight ahead.
No, man, no.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Jared Cook.
33 yards that time. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing again, Griffin. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On 1st down, Griffin escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4.
On 3rd and 1, Griffin. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Wilson's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
They'll take over.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. The ball comes out, and he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They run for it with Hunt, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Wilson's 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Seahawks 28, 49ers.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now he's going to use his legs.
Wilson on the keeper.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Quincy Enunwa. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Griffin down around his goal line. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
24-yard
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Griffin. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Now Griffin on 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a nice Nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
49er first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Dancing to his left. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to be 49er football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Good job, good job.
That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Seahawks 35, 49ers 12. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Today's final score, Seahawks 35, 49ers 12.
Yeah, I use a dub.